Hi, welcome to my channel, Talking Katero. Today is September 16th, Tuesday, 2025. So, I don't know where my glasses are. Before I get started, I just want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling cards. Okay. I feel like your light is, for a lot of people at the moment, hold on, let me do this. It's, so you have more and more people accepting your light, which is good, right? But for others, it's like they're still choosing to stay in the dark. It's like your light burns them. It's like it's too much for them, okay? Whatever, they don't matter anyways. So who cares, right? But I do feel like you have more and more people accepting your light, right? They're just like, it's kind of like you're just like, oh, that's the collective. They're just, you know, the shining beacon of light. That's just a collective, right? Whereas before it would have been more people like, oh, that's a collective, ew, right? But now I feel like it's something about like your light is unavoidable. So more and more people are just like, it's like they're coming around to it. They're accepting of it, which honestly, not only is that good for you, but to be honest, it just makes things a lot easier for them, right? For themselves, because now look at you. You're not wasting energy being a hater, right? So that's, I mean, great for the collective, but that's also good for you too, because now you have more energy to love yourself instead of being a hater. So it's good. It's good. It was very good. Okay, but you do have some that are just like that. They just want to sit there in the dark corner, and then they just want to be a hater, and it's just like, ugh. Go ahead, go be a hater. Go ahead, go hate. Who cares, right? I feel like these haters feel like they feel like their hatred is doing something. Like you're not doing anything. You're not making waves. You're not making moves. You're not changing anything. You're not phasing anybody. Go ahead, be a hater. It's not bothering the collective, clearly, right? Because clearly the collective, if anything, you're shining brighter than ever. It's like, it's almost blistering. Like your light burns them. It's like they can't. I'm seeing like it's like someone like opening the curtains and they're looking outside, and the sun is so bright, like their eyeballs are turning red and they're like fizzing, they're burning. It's like that's how bright your light is. Like it's like these people, they want to be in darkness, want to be a hater so bad, like your light is burning their eyes. So they choose not to look at you. That's fine. Go ahead. It's not gonna do you any good anyways, right? Because you're a hater. So, but for the most part, though, you do have a lot more. People. Great. Coming around. Okay, you do. So that's good. That's good. I feel like a lot of it is like people are just like admitting defeat. Like, you know, okay, I wave the white flag, go ahead and shine, I can't stop you, right? So it's kind of like, okay, cool, now you know your place, right? And then others, it's like, okay, well, it's like inspiring them to like Well, I don't want to be a hater anymore. I want to learn how to love. I want to be inspired. I want to do this. I want to do this. So that's good. Either way, people are coming around. So, if anything, the people that are coming around, you guys are just doing yourselves a favor in the long run, ultimately, because you don't understand how much that's going to, I don't want to say benefit you, but you understand how much that's just going to, like, it's just, in the long run, it's just going to be better for you that way. It is. Instead of being a hater, like, it's just, you know, it's just going to be better for you that way. Alright, let me get one. Thank you. Ooh, Mars. So you could have people that are stuck in darkness, that are choosing to hate you, that they feel like, I don't know what it is, but it's actually really annoying, and it's like really, like, I'm sick of it. And it's like they want to wage war on you, but it's like, who are you for me to even get up out of my seat and come at my face? Like, I just don't understand. It doesn't make sense. You are not the one collective, nor are you the two. Right? We have Mars that came out. It's but it's in red. Energize, confront, force yourself to. So I feel like there's something about having to get up. Momentum, energy, movement, virility even. You could be an Aries, or this is just how you're seen. Someone who's, you know, you're gonna do what you need to get done. Okay, if there's something that you need to work with or face, you're gonna make sure you do it. And even if it's something that you don't want to, it's like you're not afraid of confronting the necessary when it comes to yourself. All right, and I feel like people tend to mistake that energy as you, like, oh, you got a problem with me, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole different thing. That's not really necessary. If you know someone has an issue with you, that's their issue, whatever, right? But I feel like people tend to mistake the energy that you are in as, you know, you doing what you need to do for yourself. Okay, so I have this issue with myself. I have this problem. I have to, you know, you're not afraid to confront what is necessary when it comes to the betterment of yourself, right? And I do think that people tend to try to use that energy to get you involved in situations or drama, or try to get you to come out your face, or try to get you to be like, they want you to use that Mars energy that you use for yourself, right? Fighting for your future, the betterment, what you need to do, your path, your purpose, blah, blah. It's like they want you to, it's like a misdirection. They want you to utilize that energy, but like, you know, but fight with me, right? Don't fight like don't fight the yesterday that was you to be a better you tomorrow. Fight with me. And it's just like, no, I'm not. No. The people don't understand, right? Your biggest enemy is almost always yourself. You are your biggest adversary. And I feel like you are the type of person that, okay, so how can I improve this? How can I be better? How can I, it's like criticizing yourself, but because you know and you can see, and you with the forcing yourself to, it's like, all right, I see this is wrong, or I see this as wrong, or I need to fix this, or I need to improve this, or I need to do this, whatever. You have the energy to do that, and you can do that, right? You have the power to do that. But I do think that there are some people, it could be the haters, it could be people that are stuck in darkness, that want you to misdirect that energy that you use to better yourself, to just, it's like you're fighting yourself to be a better version of yourself. Like you're fighting the darkness in you, right, to bring out the light. People want you to use your darkness and fight with their darkness. And that's, you're fighting fire with fire. For what? What's that going to do? Right? I'm fighting fire with fire, and next thing you know, everything has been burnt down to the ground. And still nobody has any crops. Nobody has any soil. Nobody has any harvest. When I can just, you know, work on myself, use that fire, right, and put all that energy into tilling the soil, right? If you're feeling a certain way, use that to till the soil, right? It's kind of like you're redirecting energy, right? You know how, for example, like, oh, perfect example. There's this one show that I've seen. It's called Business Proposal. Hilarious. It's a K-drama. It's hilarious. And the one guy, when he's like really, really stressed out, he cleans. That's misdirection, or that's a redirecting, not misdirection, that's a redirecting energy, right? He's cleaning. Instead of when he's stressed out, instead of going to the bar and getting drunk and then fighting and then letting loose and lashing out, blah, 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 you're redirecting your energy. And I feel like you do that. All right, I feel like you do that. But there have been people, I feel like the people that are still stuck in darkness, that are still just like being haters about your light, whatever, I feel like they're trying to wage war by trying to get you to redirect the energy that you're putting into yourself into them. Like, oh, fight with us, or argue with us, or be petty with us, and have drama with us. And it's just like, I'm good on that. Thank you. But I'm good on that. No, that's not, you're nothing. Right? Because when you're in the show, right, the guy, when he's like really stressed out, he cleans. What happens, right? He's got a clean environment. He feels relaxed. He feels good now. And the best thing about that, there's always something that needs to be cleaned. I mean, granted, he's cleaning his friend's place. Like, they're really good friends. They're good people. But his friend is just a bit more messy. So it works out. His friend gets a clean home, and then he gets to clean. So it works, right? It's something, it's like a symbiotic relationship in that situation. But they're not codependent on each other by all means, right? It's just that his friend tends to be a little bit less on the neat side, right? And not everybody's going to be OCD clean, which is fine. But it works out in his favor because he gets to clean out all his stress. So it works. So you're redirecting your energy in a more positive, conducive way to your future, to yourself. You're doing that. That's great. You know how to do that. And you have those outlets to do that. But these people, they don't understand. And the reason why they don't understand why you're not arguing or fighting with them is because there's nothing in that for me. There's nothing in that. Arguing with you does nothing for me. It doesn't stimulate me. It doesn't interest me. It doesn't make me happy. It's boring. It's stagnant. It does nothing for me. So why am I going to waste my energy arguing with you, right? Like, some people, they wash the dishes. Like, that's when I'm stressed out, I wash the dishes. Because I don't know, man. It just feels so good afterwards. And then by the time I'm washing dishes, like, I'm better. I'm good. Right? So, it's like that. But people, when you're in a certain state, people want you to use that energy to, like, and these people could be, like, deliberately egging you or poking you. But that's why you guys suck at doing that, because you're like, you don't even know what you're doing. And I feel like this group is getting smaller and smaller. Anyways, you could be an Aries. This could be an Aries that's doing this, or this could just be how you're seen. Like, you're just seen as very powerful, very like a warrior, right? And because you're a warrior, it's like people feel like that's a good excuse to get you to fight with them. No. Like, you may be a warrior collective, but you know, it's like, even with that, there's powers and skills and right? Even it's kind of like, that's not a fight for a warrior. That's not befitting of my skill. That's not complementary to my talents. That's not conducive to my future. It's not. That's not even a battle. That's not adding on. You know, it's like when you're a level 20 fighter in a game, are you gonna keep fighting level 1 goblins? No, that's not adding on to your skill. That's not helping your, you know, it's not loving. There's nothing in that that's going to help you level up. All right? What you need is the big dogs, the big dragons to slay. That's really going to do something. And you can do that. Why are you going to look at the little level 1 goblins that's trying to poke you and prod you? Yeah, come fight with us. Look at us. That does nothing for me. If I'm going to slay something, I'm going to slay a big dog, a big dragon. Right? That's what I'm looking for. So I can't, you know? So that's your energy. So yeah. I keep hearing that song, Playing with the Big Boys Now. That's from the Prince of Egypt. It's when Moses goes back to confront his brother, right? To let his people go because God commanded it, and so, right, all that stuff. And I always forget his brother's name. But his brother's like, ah, ha, ha, Moses, stop joking. You're so funny. And then, but his brother has like these two advisors or whatever that dabble in like sorcery or like magicians or some shit like that. And they're trying to put on a big show, trying to make it seem like Moses, like, you're playing with the big boys now. I don't think you know what you're doing. And the entire time, Moses is calm. And I feel like the louder they are, the more wrong and insecure they are. And that's another reason why, because I feel like you know how to redirect your energy, and it oh, she says cool, it pisses them off because, like, as loud as you are hooting and hollering, right, like, you're just, what are you getting out of that? You're the one that's wasting your energy. You're the one that's still being a hater. You're the one that's still in the darkness. Like, it's like they're yelling and hooting and hollering over here, and you're just tilling the soil, you know, picking off your cucumbers, you know, packing up your basket. You've got cucumbers, potatoes, carrots, and they're over there hooting and hollering, and you're just walking inside your cozy home with your basket full of fruits and vegetables. And then you look out the window, and they're still hooting and hollering, making noise, right, banging on trash can lids, and you're just like, whatever. Making a nice stew with all the vegetables and the fruits that you made. It doesn't matter, right? But keep in mind, these are the same people that spends all season hooting and hollering just for the winter to be like, hey, can I have some of your soup that you've been brewing, that you've been cooking? Can I have some of your soup? Weren't you just hooting and hollering all season, all summer, all spring, all fall? No. Right? They're the same people that have been hooting and hollering about you, trying to get you to get up off your throne and start drama, start this and that, are the same people that are going to be knocking on your door come winter. Hey, can I have some? That looks really good. Can I come in? It's warm. It's cold out here. Five of Pentacles energy. Same people. What was I looking up? Prince of Egypt. Ramses. What was it? Hoy and Hotep? Yeah, the two dummies. Yeah, Moses used to bully them. Because they're idiots. I mean, not saying that you should bully someone because they're an idiot, but, like, they're... I don't care, they deserved it. Let me look up the song, because there's something in the song that I need to see. Yeah, so you think you've got friends in high places with the power to put us on the run. Yeah, I feel like these are people that, like, they feel some type of way about your power, your skills, your ability, your strength. They see you, obviously, as a warrior. That's undeniable, right? That's the first thing that people see when they look at you. They see you, but for some reason, that is, like, triggering their insecurities. So it's kind of like, I've been getting this thing lately where it's like people want to, like, who you are, it just triggers their insecurities, because it's like they feel less than, or they feel like they're not enough, so they try to, like, do things to, I don't know, try to make it seem like they can overpower you. But that's the problem, because why are you trying to overpower? They're the only ones that are trying to do that. You're not doing that. It's just ego. I think it's ego. So, you think you've got friends in high places with the power to put us on the run. Well, forgive us these smiles on our faces. You'll know what power is when we are done. I don't know. I feel like with all that power you guys are claiming to have, all that hooting and hollering, all that trash can lid banging, all that gossip and drama, this and that. I mean, I don't know whose power you thought you were relying on, because clearly you're left out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles, and you're knocking on my door. Please, can I have some of your warm soup? It's cold out here. So, I don't know what you thought, but you thought wrong, right? Loud and wrong and insecure. Loud, wrong, and insecure. So, it is what it is. But they I don't know, I feel like they just... Oh, you're a warrior? Let me show you what a real warrior is. Okay, go ahead. I'll be over here, but go ahead, show me. No, you got to come over here. No, I'm good, right? You want to show me so bad. You're the one that wants to show me so bad, right? Go ahead, show me. Show me. I'm right here. Show me. But you got to come over here. No, you don't. No. Either you are or you aren't. Either you is or you isn't. Right? And from what I'm seeing, you isn't. So, it is what it is, right? They are dancing with the devil. Yeah, that's so funny because that's not your business. 555 change, something new is coming. And I feel like that's because you've been learning how to redirect your energy, your attention, your efforts, your love, your work, your grind, your light. Okay? You just it's you know how to redirect, right? I keep getting this game that I used to play when I was younger, and they're like pipes, right? It's like a pipe game, and you have like a certain amount of time. It's like the water starts flowing. You have a certain amount of time to connect all the pipes, right? It's like you have like the start and then you have the end, right? It's like a maze but with pipes and water, and you have a certain amount of time to connect the pipes. Right, so that way all the water can flow freely through, and if you do it, you win. You just win the next round. You get to unlock that was it. I don't know why, it was just so fun. But if you don't win, then you lose the game. And then there was also this game called Dots, or Flow. I don't know, but it's like they're colored dots, and you have to like listen. I beat that game so many times, or I created new ways to beating the game. This was years ago. It's a app. And you just have to connect the dots, and you have to like weave around and stuff like that. But you can't overlap the lines. I don't know why I'm seeing that. You could be a hold on. You could be a strategist or a tactician. All right. Or you just there's something about the way you strategize. I feel like you can clearly see like who's attached to what, or who's attached to like who's got demons attached to them, who's got devils attached to them. And I feel like because you can see that, it's easy for you to like, okay, well, I'm gonna go over here. Okay, but I feel like with 555 change, something new is coming. Yeah, that's because you're able to redirect your energy accordingly, right? And it's all about timing. You could have something about time too. You can be really good with time. Like there's just something about your timing. I love time. Alright, so let's move on. We tried to set you up. Oof. So you had a group of people that tried to set you up, and they couldn't. So maybe that's why I keep talking about timing and like water flowing and time's up. And so there's a group of people that try to set you up within a certain amount of time. They had a certain amount of time to set you up, but they couldn't block your flow. Because in the game, you have to like move, like let's say there's a pipe like this, you have to, if the water flowing is like that, you have to match it. If the water flowing is like that, then you have to match it. But people try to interrupt your flow. They had a certain amount of time, or they were given a certain amount of time to interrupt your flow, and they couldn't. They couldn't interrupt your flow. And these are people that are attached to demons and devils, and they have contracts, and they're darkness. Right? These are dark people that are stuck in darkness. They've got a lot of darkness in their heart, so they're dark. Okay. Yeah. So you have a lot of people like very demonic based, right? That have tried to set you up. And despite all of that, you still have new things that are coming for you. Something new is coming. Something new is on the way. People tend to think that warriors are just big and cool, right? But there's more to that, right? You need stealth, you need skills, you need to hear, you need to listen, you need to see. I feel like I just seen a light pass by, like a light, like just like by the corner of my eye. Honestly, that made me jump a little bit. But yeah, people think that that's all the warrior is. It's just attack, attack, attack. But there's actually, you need to like, there's a lot of logic and skill set and intelligence behind that, right? Because you need to know how to wield your shield or wield your bow or wield your spear or whatever, and then you have to be able to like be skilled with it. And it's not just take a sword and swing it. There's more to it than that, right? Then you got training, and then you have, you know, techniques and this, and it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, and people, I feel like they seen you as something, and they just, I don't know, they seen you as something like just your face, and they kind of just like went with it, not realizing that there was more than that. It's kind of like when you see a book and you see the book, there's a vampire on the book, you're like, okay, that book is about vampires, cool, so I don't have to read it. But it's like way more than that. It's like a time traveling book, and then it's got werewolves, it's got vampires, and then it's got like a whole crazy plot twist that you never even could think about, right? It's something like that. People just saw you like, oh, they're just a warrior, but not realizing that there's so much more underneath that. But it doesn't really matter now, because you could be a Scorpio, this could be a Scorpio, but we have the 8th house here. So there's going to be, there's a plane passing by too. There's going to be someone that's going to, it's crazy because like I know if once I say what I'm going to say, it's going to matter. It's going to have an effect. But it's like right there. It's like, you know those things in games where you have to like get past a certain task and then you can move on? So there's going to be somebody that is, let me see if I can reword it. Okay, I use that word. There's going to be someone that's going to possibly pass away, right? But so their ending would be a new beginning for you. All right, this could be a Scorpio, a karmic Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio, okay, in their North Node. Eighth house is some type of death, loss, or injury. So whatever they lose, you gain. Whoever dies is going to be the rebirth of something for you. All right. But with injury, I don't. So I feel like with injury, it has to do with a gift. But that gift manifests physically. But it could also, so if the gift is something that they took from you physically, is going to manifest spiritually for you. Like, let's say they used their hands to try and manipulate something for you, maybe with potions and magic, right? They used their hands to do something like that to stop something for you, right? But now they lost the ability to mess with potions and magic and this and that. But now you gained the spiritual ability to weave wonders with your hands, something like that. All right. Anyways, doesn't really matter, but it matters. Okay, that's neither here nor there. The universe thanks you. Whatever this is, I feel like I'm feeling so lightheaded and giddy right now. I feel like the universe is like looking at you as their little bebe. Like, you're so loved by the universe. You're so loved by the Most High, your ancestors and your spirits. I'm seeing like, so there's a show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? And there's this one scene where he's like, with all of his past selves, like all the previous incarnations of the Avatar, and they're like standing behind him. That's what I'm kind of seeing for you. Like, you're being backed by a bunch. I mean, ancestors of yours. You're being backed by your ancestors. Like, they're just behind you. You're walking, and it's because you're walking by faith, not by sight. You have a lot of faith. Oh, there's something else here. I do feel like someone wants to merge with you. Merge in more than one ways, either merging finances, merging physically, emotionally, mentally, intimacy, sexually. There's someone that wants to merge with you, or it's more along the lines like they want you to merge with them. All right, with the Scorpio energy, 8th house, because it's more along the lines of like other people's money, other people's finances, other people's resources. Somebody wants you to have access to what they have. Alright, but I'm not going to get too much into that because then I feel like it's going to be more like a love reading, and I don't want to, if it comes up again, then it comes up again. But for the now, I'm just going to keep it pushing. They get to watch you live your life, or they get to watch you live your dreams, either or. So that's the new thing that's for you, okay? New to you, well, technically, it's new to them, old to you, right? Because this is something you've always dreamed about. So this dream of yours is old, right? But the dynamic of you actually being able to fulfill it is new. But it's also going to be seen as new to them. But realistically, this dream has always been old to you. It's just now you get to have the opportunity to live it, right? That's the transformation. That's that 8th house, right? But it's like when you take a picture. You take a picture and you took it picture. You took the picture, right? You've seen it. You know what it looks like, blah, blah, right? But then you may not post it for like another 6 months or so. And everybody who sees it like, wow, that's such a great photo, right? But it's old to you because you know it, but it's new to them. But they've never seen it, so it's new to them. So I feel like this change is actually it's something that's like, I don't know, it's familiar to you. It's familiar to you. This change, this new change that is part of like which is you living your dreams. It's your dreams. So it's not really new to you because you've dreamt it, right? You've seen it. So it's not new to you. It's just new to them. So they get to see you live something brand new. But to you, you've already seen it. You've already smelt it. You've already known it. It's familiar, right? I do feel like, though, the experience of it is going to be new, all right? Maybe like in the physical, it's new, right? It's like when you're pregnant. The new baby, it's a new baby, right? It's a new fetus. It's all new, right? But when you give birth, that's you know your baby. But everybody else is like, oh my god, they have a new baby, and yes, it's a new baby, but at the same time, you've already known about it. All right, so like it's new, but it's also like not new. Okay, or like when you're building a house, there's something being 8th house transformation. All right. There's something that's being built, something that's being done, right? With a baby, it starts from like cells and they, multiply. When building a house, it starts from the foundation. When planting seeds and harvesting, it's the seeds. You start with the seeds. When you have a harvest, you start with the seeds. When you're building a house, right? You build a house and the entire process, like you could be building a house for like 2 years, building a house. Finally, when the house is complete, right, everyone's like, oh my god, they have a new house, but you've been building it for 2 years, so it's not really new. Like, it's new, but it's not new, right? So it's like old to you, but new to them. Whatever this is, okay? Whatever this dream is, whatever this opportunity is, whatever this is, it's like, because it's already familiar, right? But now you get to have the new experience of living in that new house. You get to have the new experience of being with your newborn baby. You get to have the new experience of eating those fruits and vegetables that you've grown. You know you've been growing those fruits and vegetables, right? When you pick them, like, oh wow, they have a new harvest. But and now that you're eating them, it's like a whole new, right, experience because you get to the fruits of your labor, essentially. So there's something like that here. I keep hearing, you're on the money. I'm on the money. They're distracted and want you distracted. Yes. That's exactly what I was talking about. Let's go back to what I was saying. how you know how to redirect your energy, right? These are the same people that want you to get up off your throne, get up off your seat, and you know that they're poking and prodding and gossiping and drama and being petty, and you know that they're only doing that to get you to redirect your flow, your energy towards them, right? Because they don't know what to do with their flow, their energy, blah, 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 this and that. Who cares? Who cares? Right? They're distracted and want you distracted. Who cares? Who are you? Right? Me focusing on you, what is that going to do for me? And that's very logical. What is that going to do for me? What does that do for me? That doesn't do anything. Right? Where's the fruits? Where's the harvest? Where's the house? Where's the baby? Where's the projects? Where's the what is that in it? Like, there's just, so it's not working. And I don't think it's been working for a while. For a long time. Right? And I feel like that was the whole setup, trying to get you distracted so that way you don't direct your energy accordingly, pour into what you are supposed to be pouring into, do what you need to be doing, priorities, your goals, your skills, your dreams, whatever, your dreams, right? So it's kind of like, focus on us, don't focus on your dreams. I'm good on that. I'm going to focus on my dreams, right? But if you have something to say, if you have something to show me, go ahead, show me, right? But I'm not going to stand here and wait for you to show me when I have shit to do, all right? But when you're ready, go ahead, right? Go ahead. But until then, all that hooting and hollering, all that clapping, all that clanging, all that noise that you're making, go ahead. Right? So I feel like that's what that is. I'll get one more and then I'll switch the decks. Thank you. I got two. Listen to God. So you know how to listen to God. That's exactly why it's not working. And it hasn't been working. And I feel like by you continuously being in this energy, I feel like it's been getting more and more people to be like, okay, so that's what the light looks like. Okay, right? So I feel like it's also inspiring. You got the letter F, could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, name, or their place. I do have another card. I'm going to read it in a second. These could be your family members, or these could be like fake people around you, frenemies, family members. There's also something about a foundation or a fund, but the fund maybe like a money. So they could have been trying to distract you from your dreams. It coincides, like it's kind of like entangled with money. Whatever your dreams are, it's entangled with it's like to the point where, you ever heard of a trust fund, baby? Right? It's like that. That's how much money your dreams are gonna bring you. Excuse me, I just burped. Yeah, these are people who are they're basically run by demons and devils. Whoever has no rule over their own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. Proverbs 25:28. That's what came out. These are people who don't know what they're doing, don't know where they're running. They're just lost, confused. Maybe if we make enough noise, they'll turn back around, or maybe if we make enough noise and they'll shut that racket, or what's going on out there. No, if you make enough noise, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna put in my earbuds, or I'm gonna turn my music up, or I'm gonna turn my movie up, or put padding, soundproof, whatever. Go ahead, make all that noise. I'm gonna ignore you. Make all the noise you want. That's not gonna affect me, because I don't care. I don't care. You could be really good at tuning out, or stonewalling, or tuning out, or ignoring, right? It's kind of like when someone's staring at you and they want you to look at them, so that way when you look at them, do you have a problem? But instead you're just like, okay, well, you do something else, right? And eventually their eyes are going to get burned and tired and watery, and then they're going to get exhausted because they're staring at you, and you're just like, la 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 la, right? It's not. They're the ones that are getting tired. So yeah, these are people that they have a lot of darkness within them. They're just dark by nature. They're choosing to be that way. They're just haters, right? Like in the very beginning, I said that there are people that still want to be hiding in the corner and being haters and living in the darkness. And go ahead, let them, right? Because those numbers are thinning out. Right, there's less of them. If this is a group, a coven, a cult, an entity, it's like getting weaker and weaker. They're getting thinned out. It's right, and a lot of it has to do because people are knowing, oh, I do have a choice. I don't have to be dark. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be a jerk. I don't have to be like this. Yeah, it's a choice. You don't have to. right? And a lot of it is also like environmental conditioning, right? They see their mom being that way, so they're going to be that way. They see their dad being that way, so they're going to be that way. They see their sister, their brother, their neighbor, their friends being that way, so they too think, oh, well, I should be this way too. But the reality is a lot of those people don't even want to be that way, right? They want to be in the light. So a lot of people are choosing, oh wow, this is way better than being an immature jerk, because it is, right? What do you get out of being an immature jerk? What do you get out of that, right? And I feel like you're being an example of that, what it's like to not being an immature jerk. So it is what it is. I'll get a couple tarot. I'll get like 6 to 8. That's new. That's nice. It like scratches my ears, man. I love that. Ugh. Couldn't do it that time, but whatever. It's so crazy. You know what's so funny to me? You got a bunch of people who are lost. Yeah, we're gonna confuse the collective and get them lost. First of all, I know where I'm going. Right? I know where I'm going, right? So how are you gonna tell me, oh, you shouldn't go that way, when I know for a fact the way that you're telling me to go is not the way I should be going. I know for a fact. So how are you trying to, right? How are you trying to, they're distracted, so they want you to be distracted. But it's not working, because it's like, I know for a fact that shit's a lie. So relax. We have the Shore. The Tower. Scorpio energy. Scorpio came out twice. Once in that, is it still on the bottom? No, F. And now here. So things are changing for these people, this group of people. Things are changing. I feel like they were trying to build something on, oh my gosh, thank you. The best example I can give you is, there's this movie. I mean, the books are better. They also remade the movie, and they made it into a proper series on Netflix. But the movie, I don't know why, but I still think the movie's good. Probably because I like it a lot. So because I like it a lot, it's good to me. So stupid, I know, but the movie is a series of unfortunate events, okay? And the one where they went to their aunt's house, and their aunt, who was played by, I think, Meryl Streep, but she was like practically blind, but she had built her house on a cliff's edge, right? And it was so unstable. I don't know why, but for the plot. So I feel like this is the same thing for the plot. People ask, why would God? For the plot, right? For the plot. And I know that's so, it's so stupid, but it's all for the plot. I promise. But this is what I'm getting. Because you see in this card, they built that house. Hold on. They built that house, and it's like, it's stable over here, but it's all that, and the majority of the house is on the ledge. And any moment, any day now, I wanted to say any day now, that is going to crumble, which means a good portion of that mansion is going to fall down as well. And where is it going to go? In the shore. It's going to wash away. But then, because now what I'm getting is this one part in Lilo and Stitch where they had 2 of the cousins come out. They got activated by water, because that's how they get activated, the pods. There was 2 cousins that came out, Stitch's cousins. And there was this one episode where there was a lava one, and then there was like a water one. But towards the end, blah, 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 the lava one and the water one worked together and to create new small islands around Hawaii, right? So here's the thing. Whatever these people were trying to build, right, off of your back, off of your reputation, off of your sanity, whatever they were trying to build, it's going to crumble. And where's it going to go? Into the ocean, right? But then, after it falls into the ocean, that's okay. Because out of that, you see all these comets and these meteorites, and they're hitting the ground, and then there's ocean. It's going to create something new, right? What is it? The Galapagos Islands is what I'm getting. The Galapagos Islands, it's one of those rarities of the world. It's like volcano and water at the same exact time, and it's like its own environment, its own animals, its own species of things, right? That only certain animals and species can only live on the Galapagos Islands. So whatever is being rebuilt is specifically for you. It's something that is just so. But also too, change, something new is coming. Change 555, right? Your dreams. It's only for you, collective. Your dreams and whatever this is that's being rebuilt. It's being rebuilt for you. I'm getting rebuilt in your image. That's interesting, right? Rebuild in God's image. So light. So the false image would be darkness. So these people try to build something off of manipulation, greed, corruption, lying, stealing, sacrifice, blood, narcissism, evil, darkness, right? That's being torn down to rebuild something in God's image, which is light, right? And you are part of that. Okay, so that's good, right? 8th house energy as well. I'm also getting there's a big secret. Or a big mystery. I mean, same, but different, right? Mysteries are just secrets that have yet to be uncovered. So it could also be you. If you are this Scorpio, you are uncovering something that was supposed to be meant a secret, a mystery. And as a Scorpio, right? And I can tell you this because I myself am a Scorpio. I want to know. I want to know the nitty gritty. I want to know. I want to unearth things that. I want to know why, and then why underneath that, and then the why underneath that, and then the why underneath that, right? I want to know the core, right? So you could be in that energy, you figured out the core of something, and now you're just like uprooting. It's kind of like when you walk into a field and you're trying to plant in your garden, and you're like, why is my soil not working, right? Come to find out, after like 3 layers of digging, there's like a bunch of termites living in there. So you get rid of that. Now you figured out, now your soil is good. So you figured out the corruption of something or someone. You figured out the reason why something is the way it is. And you just, all right, get rid of it. Let's go. Trash, basura, garbage, right? So you could be figuring out the reason why something is the way it is, and that's being uprooted, right? That's being dismantled. So I feel like that's going to lead into a different reading, though. 'Cause I feel like that's I feel like that's this warrior. I feel like there was something so fragile about this group or these people or this person. And it's kind of like, why are they trying so hard? Why are they trying so hard? And you realize it's because their foundation is fragile. And they're afraid any minute now, any day now, that foundation's going to fall. And you're right, because it's falling. I'm here at the Tower of Babel, right? So whatever this was built, whatever was built on this fragility, this insecurity, this false sense of foundation, you figured out why, like, people were reacting a certain way or being a certain way or doing a certain thing. It's because the foundation is fragile, right? This could be even their own foundation, their sense of security, their sense of independence, their sense of who they are. But again, these are people who are lost. Right? Whoever has no rule over their own spirit is like a city broken down without walls. So that's who they are. A city broken down without walls. And they're falling. It's now falling. So that's what it is. We have the Hermit and the Cosmic Tree. Could be a Virgo. Or it's just the health of these individuals are not as, someone's health is depleting. It's not doing very good. Someone's health is concerning. And I hate to say it, but when I first saw the Scorpio card in this deck, I mentioned that there's a possibility that someone's going to pass away. And it's because their health is depleting. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Virgo, could be an Aries, right? Or these could be one of your signs. I feel like this person, I also too with the Cosmic Tree in reverse, they don't know where they're going. They don't know their path. They don't know their purpose. They don't know their future. It's kind of like they're just flowing, but they're not grounded anywhere. There's nothing that they can attach to. It's like, you ever see in space right? Things are just flowing and flying, and right, and they're just free flowing and free flying, right? I was watching this show. It's called When the Stars Gossip. Such a good show. It's a K-drama, and something happened, but because they still had to attach. They had the rope attached to the satellite station, right? When they got hit by something and they were like flying around, it's very difficult for them to attach themselves to something, right? But because she still had the rope, she could stabilize herself. These are people that are just like flying uncontrollably, and they don't have anything to stabilize themselves. They don't have anywhere to fall, anywhere to land, anything to grab even, right? And it's sad because it's like they're crashing at a speed that, and there's nothing. It's like they're gonna hit rock bottom before they can even grab on a branch. So that's cute. So yeah, the Hermit in reverse and the Cosmic Tree reverse. Let's see. And I do feel like this is someone who they don't know. If this is a Virgo, it's actually very sad because Virgos are really good at analyzing. They're really good at their health. They're really good at figuring things out. They're really good at getting to the solution, the source of the problem. And if this is a Virgo, I'm not saying that this is. I'm just saying if this is, it's really, that's the whole Virgos. That's part of who they are, right? Being able to figure things out and heal and work on it and improve and be better. And if they can't do that, then it's like a water sign without intuition. It's like a fire sign without momentum. It's like an air sign without being able to research. It's like an earth sign without having stability. It's very concerning, right? So I don't know what's going on, but as I say all of this, right? But whoever this person is, it's like they can't utilize who they are because they don't know who they are, right? It's like you can be a warrior, but if you don't know you're a warrior, like how can you be a warrior? If you are a psychic but you don't know that you're a psychic, so it's just, I don't know, this is something about their identity. Either they lost sight of it, or they didn't think it mattered, or they just don't know. It's really affecting their health in more than one ways because it has to do with their identity, because they don't know who they are. So, right? So they could try to build something on a false foundation because it's like you created something not even like, that's not who you are. So of course that can't, there's no stability in that. That can't stay, right? I can't stay. So for example, it's kind of like an artist. Okay, and they like to be an artist. They dream of being an artist. They want to be an artist, whether this is a painter or a musician, a singer, right? We'll use a singer for an example. And this is someone who, they have dreams of becoming a famous singer, right? And they could be a good, decent singer, but that's not what they're supposed to be for. They're supposed to be using their voice for maybe like speeches or something like that, right? So they built up a whole identity about being a singer, and it's like that's not ever going to be who they are. So they could have built up an identity about that, but it's not who they are. I feel like they were trying to be something that they're not. It also has to do because they're not satisfied with, I mean, how can they be satisfied with something they don't even know anyways? So anyways, let me move on. What was this? Let me see this real quick. I love hearing good news. All right. Already? Well, geez. I mean, actually, that might be a good thing. Huh. Okay. I have a nice full day of catching up on my shows. Upright. 5 of Swords, 5 of Birds. Yeah. Someone wants to have a battle of wits with you for some reason. A battle of logic, a battle of the mind. Someone wants to like challenge your mind. They want to have a discussion with you, but it's actually coming off more as like a debate, right? They want to like have a conversation with you, right? And you're in your mind, this would be the example, right? Hypothetically speaking, of course, for entertainment purposes only. In your mind, you would be thinking, oh, we're just having a kosher conversation. But in this person's mind, they're like trying to see where can they throw swords in your argument and your discussion and the things that you say. They're trying to like poke and prod and peel open and like trying to criticize. And this, be very cautious of this person, because this person, it's not like they want to. 5 of Swords, they definitely they're coming for something, and it could be they want information out of you. It could be that. All right, whatever you say, they're going to try and turn it into a debate or a discussion, but it's not a discussion where we're giving and taking. It's equal. We're hearing each other out. It's more along the lines where they want to have a discussion with you, but it's just a means for them to attack you with their words, right? This person, they're not playing fair. They're not playing fair because, again, this person's health is declining. There's something wrong with their health, right? So it's kind of like because of whatever is happening with them, it could be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. They feel like they want to punish you with their words, all right? They're not, first of all, they were never playing fair anyways, so, right? It doesn't really matter, but, and it could be that. They built something off of false fairness out of inequality, right? They built something off of inequality by injustices. They want to know how you figured it out. They want to know how you figured out the injustice or what you're doing, if you're doing anything to keep hold the balance, the natural law of balance or something. They're trying to figure out how you're withstanding the balance of nature, how the balance that you're bringing about is shifting their foundation because it was built on something false, out of something unjust. So they're gonna talk to you. They want to talk to you, but it's just to figure out information. All right. So you're gonna be thinking you're just having a conversation. What they're really doing is they're studying every word that you say. They're trying to peel it back. They're trying to unearth. They're trying to dissect it. Now, if this is a Virgo, be very cautious because Virgos are really good at analyzing. Or if this is a Scorpio, Scorpios are really good at analyzing, right? But I feel like with the Hermit reverse, they could be a very, very sick Virgo. Okay. So they want to talk to you to dissect everything you say and peel it back. There's something about they want to see what went wrong. All right, whatever they were doing, whatever they were thinking, whatever plan they had, then you come along. They're trying to figure out what went wrong, and they're going to try and do that by talking to you. But this person, they're not playing fair. They never were, anyways, right? So you can expect that. All right. Yeah. They're fighting over something. Something fell out of their possession, their grasp, their grip, right? Something fell out. Oh, look, there's an egg falling out of the nest, and these two birds are fighting. And then that's the 5 of Swords. I also feel like, let me see. Yeah, these people are wearing masks. This person's, they're gonna come towards you wearing a mask under the guise of just having a conversation or having a discussion. No, that's false right there, right? So not only is this person false, but their house is declining. Their health is declining, right? And it's so crazy because it's like Not only are you fake, but you're coming towards me wearing a mask, and I can see that, which is cool and all. But don't get mad when I don't play along, because I see exactly for who you are and what you are. So you can't get mad at me, get mad at yourself, because I'm not falling for the illusions and the tricks. And then that's going to just add on to your declining of the health. And then that's just going to add on, and that's just going to add on, and that's just going to add on. So don't get mad at anybody else because what you're doing is not working. Get mad at why. Figure out why it is that you're doing what you're doing. Don't get mad because what you're doing isn't working. You need to figure out why what you're doing is not working. Right? There's a reason why it's not working now. Right? Don't get mad because everyone else is not falling for the illusions and the tricks and the magic and the smoke and mirrors and all that shit. Don't get mad at that. Right? You need to figure out why now it's not working. Alright? Because there's a reason why it's not working now. You need to figure out why now is your tower falling. Right? Why? Is it maybe because you built the foundation on sand? Or on the edge of a cliff? Or on top of a volcano? I mean those are, hello? Right? Think. Anyways, so this is the person. In the beginning, I talked about how this person, they're gonna want to talk to you, and they're gonna tell you, oh, you should definitely do this instead. But you know what you're telling me is wrong, and I know this for a fact. You're trying to misdirect me or misguide me, or you're telling me to go left when I know going right is where I should go, or you're telling me to go left when going straight is where I should go. Whatever the case it is, they're going to try to misdirect you, but also dissect your words and try to confuse you, and they're trying to get something. It's information. All right, we have wow, this card, this is a question mark. This is the 79th card. Tarot usually has 78. That's the standard all around everywhere, but this particular deck has 79. This is it. This is the 79th card. This is the question mark. We have Water Song and Garden Chimes. I'm telling you right now, this is a very clear-cut card. This is it. This card is very clear on its message. So you have Garden Chimes and you have Water Song. I'm telling you right now, and I'm getting goosebumps because when this happens, you're going to know exactly what this is. You're going to know exactly who this person is. Because everything in your body is gonna tell you. You're gonna hear it. It's like alarms in your ears. It's like bells ringing in your ears. You're gonna hear it. It's gonna be so loud and so clear you can't. And I just like. God is gonna tell you something in this very moment. Thank you. My phone just lit up and it says, "Listen to God." When this situation happens, when this person approaches you, God, in that moment, God, the Most High God, is gonna yell, and you can't not hear it. You can't avoid it. You can't. I'm telling you, I can feel that. I'm telling you, God is gonna take over. The Most High God is gonna, like, it's whatever this person. This is just pure corruption, darkness, negativity, evil, and God is going to tell you. God is going to tell you. The Most High God, they're going to tell you, and you can't. Oh, this is it. This is the moment where you're going to have to become a warrior and be like, whatever you're going to be called to do in that moment, and you're going to feel it because it's like a wave. Whew. It's like a wave over your entire body, and your ears it's like so loud in your ears, man. I'm telling you, it's very powerful, okay? You're gonna know, and you can't, it's clear, it's gonna be so clear. This could be a Virgo. I feel like they're mad at you because they lost something that they had. Thank you. They lost something, that they had a false illusion that they can gain, they can grasp, they can take. They lost it, and they want to blame you. So they want to find out. They want to talk to you to see if you had a hand, if you did this, if you do that, if you knew. But you're just over here living your life, right? You're gonna know, man. You're gonna know. I'm telling you. This person's gonna come to you playing games in your face, and you're gonna know. God's gonna tell you. They have a mask on. I hope you know that. But you're gonna know, and you're prepared for this, okay? You're a warrior. Hello. You're a nobody. You don't know who you are. Don't know where you're going. You're gonna step to somebody who knows who they are, know where they're going, and they're a warrior of the Most High God. You need to step down. You need to step down, because this is not your battle. This is not your fight. And the craziest thing about it all is that the Most High God is gonna tell you that right there. That's your enemy coming towards you right now. You're well prepared for this. You're over prepared for this. You know what you're doing. You know what this is. You know who this is. You know what this is. You know what time it is, okay? So, you're good on that, right? You're good. Either way, you're good. 2, 4. I need 2 more. 2 to 4 more. I'm hearing this. The second this person approaches you, it's go time. You know how, like, in the, so there's this show called Modern Family, and there's this one episode where Mike and Mitchell, I guess the, not Mitchell, not Mike, it's Mitchell, what's his husband's name? Hold on. It was a one scene where, they were sleeping, right? And, first of all, that's a hilarious show. I love it. What is it? Cameron and Mitchell, right? Well, they were sleeping, and then Mitchell heard someone, he thought that he heard someone breaking into their home, right? And so he's scared, so he woke up his husband, Cameron. He's like, I think there's someone broken in the house, right? And Cameron got up, grabbed a bat, and said, it's go time, let's go. Like, he was not for the shits at all, right? He wasn't. And Mitchell's like, right? Meanwhile, he's just like scared and all that. This is what this is. As soon as this person approaches you, God's going to be like, that's your enemy. You're going to be like, all right, let's go. I'm ready for this. Right? All this time, this entire time, all these months, all these years, all this whatever, all these weeks, this person has been hooting and hollering, yelling, making noise, doing this, doing that, and not once did you step down. And they're angry. So now they're going to approach you. So now you're in my territory. So now, right? This entire time, they've been trying to get you to go towards them, come down off your throne, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to keep focusing on my harvest, building my house, my baby, my family, my career, my this, that. I'm good on that. I'm just, right? And the entire time, that's what you've been doing. And now they're 2 of embers, 2 of wands on the fence. 2 of wands, 2 of embers, 2 of wands. Yeah. So the 2 of embers is 3 women dancing. 2 of wands is the standard 2 of wands, right? I feel like this person, they're gonna... Ooh, I'm getting 2 actually. It's dual. So this person, they could be coming towards you by themselves, thinking that you're by yourself, but you're never really by yourself, right? You have a backing of sorts. This person could also be coming to you with other people, but still the same thing applies, is that you can bring whoever you want, as many people as you want, but I'm still going to do what I want to do at the end of the day. Right? That's the 2 of wands. Like, you have a plan and you're going to go for it. You're going to do what you want to do. And I feel like you could be someone that's very stuck in that. Like, what you want to do is what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you're bullying me. It's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do. Right? Now, at the end of the day, too, this person could also come to you by themselves thinking that you're by yourself. But again, you're never really by yourself, because listen to God is here, and then you have question mark. I may seem physically, but I'm by myself. But I can assure you, I have the Most High God, plus this, plus that, plus this, plus that, plus that creature over there. I'm good. Okay? So, 2, 4, 5. It came out upright, but then it switched to reverse. What is it? Oh, I picked it up and it came back upright. It is the 6 of chalices, 6 of lotuses, which is 6 of cups. This is someone from your past. But we already knew that, right? Because why else have they been hooting and hollering over there, all the way over yonder, hooting and hollering from the past? They're in the past, trying to call you, trying to get you to come over there. Come back, hooting and hollering, man. Pay attention, look at me. How dare you, hooting and hollering. And you're like, there's nothing for me over there. In the past, over there. When you have a whole future, change, this and that. This person from your past can get you. That's where they're trying to get you to go. Right? Where they are is stuck in the past. And there's nothing for you in the past. They can't get you to go to them, which is in the past. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to meet you at your present to have a part in your future, or to see why they can't join you in your future, or why you didn't want to go in the past, or whatever the case it is. So stupid, right? But this is a person from your past. They could also be trying to, this could also be a Scorpio too. Whoever this person is, I feel like they're going to try to like schmooze you, or try to like, they're trying to mask something, or maybe try to give you your flowers, or trying to be kind to you and sweet to you. But that's a mask. Because underneath that mask is ill health, immaturity, stagnation, lost, confusion. Not just lost, L-O-S-S, but lost as in L-O-S-T, as in they're losing things and they're lost. They don't know where they're going. They don't know who they are. They're unhealthy in more than one ways, physically, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. There's nothing for you with this individual. There's nothing for you in this timeline. There's nothing for you with them. But they're going to come towards you wearing a mask, giving you flowers, trying to have a conversation. Can we talk? But that's just really a way for them to dissect something. They want information. I don't know what the information is, but they want to talk to you to gain something, because something is not going their way. Something, it just fell apart for them. Any day now, it's like crumbling. I feel like too, this person could be thinking that they have they're hiding something with that Scorpio energy, 8th house energy, like secrets and mysteries, things that are hidden. They're trying to hide their intentions. What they're hiding is their health. So they're going to come towards you wearing a mask, right? But underneath that mask, the reason why they're wearing a mask is because they're trying to hide their health. That's what they're hiding. This person could be very sick, okay? They could have something that's incurable, whether it's genetic inheritance or inherited, something that was contracted that's now incurable. But that's what they're hiding behind that mask, their health. And God's going to tell you, you're going to hear it loud. I'm telling you, it's like church bells in your ears. That shit's loud. That's very, very loud. You can't not unhear that. Still to this day, I hear them in my ears. Alright, you can't unhear this. You're going to know. And the thing is too, like, you're going to not just hear it, but you're going to feel like your body is going to have a visceral reaction. Like, you're going to feel like you're woozy, like lightheaded, like you're going to vomit, and like your ears are loud. I'm telling you, you need to pay attention. Alright? That's what they're hiding, their health. 2, 4, 6. I think I'll close the reading. If anything comes out, I'll get it, but after that, I'll close the reading. One more, and then I'll close the reading. And I'm kind of hoping nothing else comes out. Ah! Alright, this is the last one. Queen of Swords upright. Yeah. So you could be this Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords and the Dreamer. Yeah. You're not... I feel like this person, God's going to tell you, this person's about to schmooze words in your ears to try and get you to... Oh, just ignore the pus that's coming out, that's seeping through my mask. Ignore the tears. Ignore the sickness that you can smell that's seeping through my mask. Ignore that. Just listen to my voice. And the way this Queen of Swords is binding that bird's mouth, she's like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. I'm good on that. I don't want to hear that. Let me go back to my dreaming. Let me go back to manifesting my realities. Because you can see that ball. You can see it. You're manifesting your dreams, your wishes. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's coming true. It's being your manifest is becoming physical. So it's like, I don't want to hear that because I got this to do. I don't want to hear the BS that you have to say because I got dreams to fulfill. I got dreams to create. I got dreams to make reality. Whatever. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Trees, yeah. There's nothing for you here. There's nothing for you here. This could be someone from your past. This could be a family member that has been corrupted and they want you to be corrupted. And you're like, I'm good on that. I don't want to hear that. This could even be if someone's like, oh, can we talk? Shut it down. I'm good on that. There's nothing for me in that conversation. There's nothing to build in that conversation because what am I going to do? Just sit here, let you berate me, let you try to convince me, let you try to corrupt me, let you try to confuse me, let you try to distract me? What is in that for me? I'm good on that. No thanks. We can't talk. Bye. This is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.